Hello, everybody, again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me I have the fearless ninja.
Okay, how's it going?
Good. We've got a decent show planned for you today, and we also we got our TikTok account open up too. So check that out, and you can see some blooper highlight reels getting uploaded from the show and things. Some highlights are very good there. One of the first stocks we're going to talk about is GTEH. GTEH last tick was 0.002. GenTech Holdings Incorporated. Obviously, you have a dump off because of the overbought market there, and that's why you have your sell off and buy off there. And there's not really that much news popping. There's lots of people. There's lots of talk on the boards, which Kage possibly might reveal to us today. So most of your news is going to be covered into what some of the boards are saying, because the alphabet news is simply just not covering it. But that's what we're here for. We're here to cover over some of the announcements that are in for this company. Now, giving you some rundown, the GenTech Holdings engages in the development and marketing and sells interactive games, applications, mobile devices, tablets. And our company also does physical fitness products such as guilt-free protein, Java coffee, and also does physique protein drink. And some other, there's also some relationships with UFC fighters, Kage, as well, for guilt-free protein powders and things like that. So it's involved in several different options and things right here. And we're seeing some people out there, some speculative people that just don't like it, or they're bag holders, which I don't know how you'd be a bag holder, though, if you got in this thing. It's cheap all around anyway. But some people are probably trying to capitalize on as far as the cheap seats there to try to get to 5 to 10 million shares. What do you have on the twit so far? And I'll look up at this company and introduce some people to it real quick.
As far as I'm aware, there's quite a few bulls here for this stock. Like, here's the latest from one of the commenters on this stock. He said his name is A Soldier. He says bullish. GTEH. Physique will find out if they are in Walmart after June 29th, 2020 event. Walmart names finalists to pitch at 2022 open call market, marking the largest group of selected suppliers with products made, grown, or assembled in the U.S. will meet one-on-one with Walmart merchants during the June 28th through the 29th event.
What else do you got there?
How about this one from Sparkster 400? He says GTEH. For $1,000, you can buy 5 million shares. If you can, then let it sit for a few years and see what happens. Don't you have other investments? Day-to-day being is just stupid. Upside is big. Downside, you lose $1,000. Complaining about the CEO like you do better, then go do it. It's OTC. It's not Apple. It's a risk. Sorry, just so freaking tired of listening to losers who think they know how to run a company.
Exactly. So one of the products they have is the Physique sparkling water. And as if you go into on Amazon there, you have the verified purchases of the water. And a lot of them there are really good there. You can go on here. It looks like they got orange mango, pomegranate punch, and strawberry melon. And a lot of the people on here say that this thing tastes a little bit like protein, as far as like not like a strong protein powder like some of your other drinks where they're just like nasty. You're getting high marks on this. So with 92 people right here in this 5-star review graph, you have a 78% rating. That's pretty huge for a drink, considering 86% of them are verified buyers there, Kage. What else do you have going on with this Walmart relationship? Did you talk about the June 28th and June 29th, 2022?
Yeah, I did.
Walmart relationship.
Yeah.
Did you see also anybody coming in hot there as far as with the Kroger relationship. I know we talked about Kroger with this before. They were debuting in Kroger.
I don't see anything related to Kroger in the comments that I have seen. No Swift products, says another commenter, but nothing about
How about this MJ2113 where he said, in addition, one pitch meetings, there will be a breakout session with Walmart and Sam's Club leaders. Did you see that there? It looks like yes.
Something like that, but he was commenting multiple times, and I think he was coming in hot. So.
Oh, so you think maybe I mean, obviously he's a shareholder there, so you just think he's trying to carry the cooler there for them, or what? I think he's just trying to
think he's looking to pitch the news, I think.
Yeah, which is what should be done. He's doing the thing about retail traders now and normal people like regular citizens is everybody's becoming a citizen journalist because the alphabet news is just off on other tangents of which way they're going to go. But it's good that he's bringing this out here because the alphabet news is basically asleep on this one. They're not covering it at all or anything, and it could be one of those things where you're going to see some movement here if the product starts flying off the shelves. And the one thing with GTEH is, for what we know, is the product is flying off the shelves. I know we're not promoting that just to promote it. We're just saying that that's what the people on the ground are saying. So what else you got on the twits there?
I was looking at some other comments like this one from Trader Crusader 37. He says bullish. GTEH, next week is a new week. There are a lot of shorters in this room that will try to discourage true investors of this startup company from increasing ownership and profitability. Do your own due diligence and invest without emotion. We will all make it our goal to capitalize on this sinking economy. Take advantage when others fear, and you will become a successful trader. Yeah, wish I can pin this to the top of this thread.
With this thing here, you're looking far out for this one as far as that if it's even gonna go anywhere. So I'm just calling it as I see it. You're taking a lottery ticket here and holding on to see if you're going there. So it's as far as if it's going to take off. So that's where it's at there. Looks like MJ's got open call Walmart. This is the largest sourcing event. They'll have 5,300 stores and clubs, and they know that customers love buying products and growing and assembled in the U.S. And the items from the local community there. So he's got that there. And then what else do you have on the twits there for any type of news on this?
Here's a hot take from Sally Feeling It, and he says bearish. GTEH, Artemis will be featured on American Greed for the crook he is.
Yeah, he's definitely coming in hot on that one there. What else do you have?
How about this one from, let's see, big to nuts. He says GTEH bullish. Sam's Club and Costco beaches. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Moonsky now's coming in hot. He says, darn finals list for Walmart didn't work. Like next week, love it. We'll have to tweet up his game. Maybe just jump the shark, and maybe the final list and approval is immense, and the people are really excited about. They'll go with stock twits there. And then you also have other people here. It's back and forth with people trying to get cheap shares and things like that. This is just total. This one's total as far as it's a sub. It's a gamble. You know where you're at if you're actually buying it. But take it with a grain of salt as far as with it's a lottery ticket type stock. So that's all I'm going to say on it. What are you going to say?
I'd have to say it's a risk, given what this thing is going through. But I think it was actually a really promising stock for someone who is based, made, and sold in America. I think it would be an interesting pitch. So,
okay.
As far as like this stock in question, this is a penny stock, so of course it's going to have volatility, and of course it's going to it's going to be a little bit interesting to see who buys and who sells. So,
Yep.
but I think it's interesting, and I think it's worth a look.
Well, we'll just have to see how it plays out, and we'll see you in 2 and 2 in a second for the next stock. Okay, guys, going into the next stock is BlueBird Bio Incorporated. Last tick was $3.73. After hours on Friday, it was up 0.12, so 12 cents there. Going into what would you say they do here? Looks like they're in a clinical biotechnical company that engages in development of potential gene therapies for several genetic diseases and cancers. It integrates a product platform that includes gene therapy, cancer immunotherapy, and gene editing. The product is in pipeline, includes Lenti-D and Lentiglobin, BCL11A, shRNA, and BB2121 and BB21217. The company was founded by Felipe Labouche and Ronald D'Orazio, April 16th, 1992, and is headquartered in the People's Republic of Massachusetts. Kage, going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. What do you have on the twits there?
How about this take from Mikey Fresh? He says, BLUE. The market is very corrupt right now. Douchebag big pharma is killing bio. Hopefully we get bought out for around 75 at some point. Until then, hang tight. True longs don't frustrated.
Yeah, one of the first things I'm going to do here is I'm just going on to the pipeline, and some of the things they have in the hopper here. If you want to go to here, the severe genetic diseases, they have auto-term cell gene therapy with a cerebral end. You're in phase 3 on that. So here's some of the things here going over it is look at where you are in the phase 3 trial area, and the good thing about some of these biopharmaceuticals there is that every time they hit their phases, they pop off in the news, and you get news articles, and that sends the stock, soaring up. They're one of the some biopharmaceuticals are some of the safest plays to play out there, just because of when you got stuff in the hopper like sickle cell and some of these autoimmune diseases, cerebral things like that. You're going to see with these different phases, you'll get different pops, you'll get news plugs, and they'll shoot up at a certain type of news plug, depending if it's a big heavy hitter news organization or a cheap seat one. What else do you got on the twits there, Kage? What's the hype as far as you got 18,000 viewers on that one?
How about this take from M Haven 2020? He says BLUE bullish. Chart action looks like some of the people locked some profits Friday, as seen in the outflow on the Chai Ken money flow indicator. The detrended price oscillator is pretty stable, but about to cross under the baseline again. If it crosses the support side of the DOP channel, it is a buy signal. Can't really see the rest of the DPO due to the extreme cost under support in AH Friday.
You also have on Business Wire, BlueBird stock trading halted today, June 9th, and tomorrow, June 10th. Looks like on Business Wire, they announced that NASDAQ has halted the trading of the company's common stock on Thursday and Friday of June 2022. The Food and Drug, Cellular Tissue, and Gene Therapy Advisory Committee is in a meeting to discuss the biological licensing applications for the beta-jologene and auto-ML and I'm not even going to go after some of these scientific names there. It's under review for treatment of people with thalassemia who require regular red blood cell transfusions. So it looks like for patients less than 18 years of age who do not have available and willing to human leukocyte antigen hematopoietic stem cell donor. Brief material agenda webcast for information can be accessed here on the webpage. The company is not responsible for the content or statements that were prepared for by the FDA. So what else do you got on the twits there? It was interesting as some of those comments you had out there. It looks like with the twits there, they're not cooler carriers for big pharma there, you know?
How about this take from Cost App? He says, BLUE. You just don't sell this. It's so cheap. Don't try to
No,
dump and
yeah.
scoop lower routine. I will just keep accumulating, maybe double accumulate if it actually goes lower, which is highly doubtful.
Okay, Kage, so going on to defense world here, they have Wall Street analysts expect BlueBird Incorporated to report earnings of shares 1.28 a fiscal quarter year, according to Zacks Investment Research. Two analysts estimated that the BlueBird earnings of the highest EPS estimate coming at 0.93, the lowest estimate coming from 1.68. This was going back on May 21st here news. So it has over 1 year, it's a rate of growth of 64.2%. The business expects to announce its next quarter earnings results Monday, January 1st. On average, analysts expect the bio report for the full year to be $4.97 per share within the current year. Do you think they're coming in too hot on this, or do you think it's possible that it could be there, or do you think with economic conditions and things like that, that this won't be affected by any type of correction or anything like that?
I don't think it'll be really affected by any type of correction due to the overall market and where it is right now with this stock in particular. I think for being where it is right now, if you got in now, you got in on a cheap seat, and the ones that were at like in late October, early November, you started losing a lot of money throughout the year. So I don't necessarily know what to tell you, those people, other than sorry, but it's a casino. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, and the deal is here is that with all the things they have in the hopper there in that pipeline, that could lean towards that $5 range. That's pretty accurate as far as a forecast for that. But with things happening, uncertainty, you never know. But like you said, with the casino aspect there, we'll have to see how this plays out. But that's not good. That's not that bad of a forecast, I don't think. You know how I feel about forecasts and everything, because a lot of the stuff, if it's Alphabet, they'll just, if they're whoever got paid to plug.
You can't necessarily take anything that they say too seriously. No. You always have to have a couple of grains of salt with what they say.
Yeah. You can't trust the Alphabet media for what they say, because a lot of them are paid off shills. And until people realize that and stop believing everything that they say all the
people
time,
just need to make decisions on their own. And basically, there are sometimes where decisions pay off and sometimes they don't. That's just evolution. That's always happened that way.
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say that there's looks
like if you're looking for like true innovation in the market, you have to be willing to take risks. And that's how the great inventors all started. They had to learn from failure after failure until they got it right.
Did you see this on Fierce Pharma? Roche and BlueBird Bio settle gene therapy trademark suit around Spark's sickle cell disease campaign. Did you see that?
Spark sickle cell campaign.
Yeah, this is a suit here. It says Roche gene therapy rival BlueBird Bio are settling off a short-lived trademark infringement lawsuit around the latter company's sickle cell disease awareness campaign. Roche gene therapy unit, Spark Therapeutic, BlueBird have jointly moved to dismiss lawsuit thanks to settlement agreement, according to the filing posted in Delaware federal court. So if anybody's bringing up anything with that, you have it there, that's out of the way. So that was good, positive news back then, going back forward.
I haven't necessarily seen anything on the comments that indicates that.
Yeah,
no links, no one talking about that.
Yeah, you would have to go back to the boards in May to see that, but this is still news. But they got that out of the way. It looks like the counter argument from BlueBird, it criticized Roche for trying to shut down, compromise, or silence an effort to raise disease awareness. So that they came back with that argument. So, but they settled and everything's good. And so that's that news on that. So Other than that, everything looks good in what they have going on. You're just going to have to see how everything plays out. But that forecast mark, I would say, is not a bad forecast mark. But like I said, it's the alphabets, and it is what it is with that. So, you got anything to add on this one?
Yeah, I'm out on this one. I think we gave it a fair shake and that we discussed the news of it pretty well and what people are talking about. So,
okay. Well, we're going to be out of here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow again. Don't make it a dog show, and good night now.
good night.